A herd of Triceratops was fleeing for their lives. They formed a defensive formation, ready to stand their ground. Their defenses were formidable, but in the next split second, one Triceratops was sliced clean in half. All the Triceratops dropped dead instantly. The sharp-witted Spear could already guess what had happened. He wanted to rush to save the lives that hadn't yet been hunted down, but Fong suddenly stopped him, as if warning that the monster was far more terrifying than he could ever imagine. Spear was not afraid at all. He could take on dozens of foes at once, but this creature could take on an entire herd single-handedly. Spear was finally persuaded to stay put. He went back to sit by the campfire, yet the screams grew louder and louder by the minute. It was clear that sleep would be impossible that night. When the sun rose the next day, a violent gale suddenly swept through the forest, and then, the very sight Spear and Fong had been dreading the most unfolded. The mysterious hunter appeared. They took shelter behind a boulder to escape the storm, but just then, that familiar sound echoed once again. Spear cautiously peeked his head out, only to see a boulder tumbling down the hillside. He thought to himself that perhaps the mysterious hunter was also hiding from the storm. In the primitive age, the law of the jungle prevailed everywhere. It was a struggle for him and his companion just to stay alive. In such a harsh environment, the mysterious hunter could come for them at any moment. That night, they stayed on high alert, too scared to sleep. Fong listened intently to every sound around them. They hadn't slept for days. Spear finally couldn't hold on any longer and closed his eyes. By the time the campfire died out, disaster was about to strike. In the dead of night, a shrill scream suddenly pierced the silent air. Spear and Fong snapped into battle mode in an instant. Spear's heart was pounding with tension, and the most terrifying part was that they had no idea where the attacker was.